Everyone, welcome to the Rockin with Marc YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you can get updates whenever we release a new video. If you can, also to support the channel, check out www.ritortofamilybooks.com, where you can see the books that me and my daughter have written, including my book, The Kabbalah Saga Begins, and her series called The Invisible Girl series, also available at Amazon.com. All right, everyone, sit back and enjoy the show, and don't forget, keep on rocking.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Rockin with Marc YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking about online learning. I say for me personally, this year, particularly in the beginning of the year, I wanted to learn some new things for the guitar, and I've always thought about online learning. And so I pretty much looked at the two different learning platforms, and that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at today. One is pretty well known. Actually, they're both well known. One is Guitar Tricks. The other one is Truefire. This is not going to be a video about as to which platform is better. It's just going to be me presenting you with an overall view of each particular platform and what my opinions would be as to which platform will work better for whether you're a beginner or you're advanced, or if you're looking to learn any particular techniques. All right. So, but before we get started, if you like this kind of content, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you really want to help out, look in the links in below, and you will see a link to the books that either me or my daughter have written. You can see the books at our website at ritortofamilybooks.com or on Amazon. The links are down in the video description below. All right, guys, so let's get started. I'm going to share my screen now, and we're going to be looking at both platforms. Again, there'll be Guitar Tricks and Truefire, and I'll give my overall assessment. So basically, you'll see me. I'm already logged into the website, so I'll do a little presentation of how each website's laid out and what do I feel the benefits are for each particular platform. All right, so let's get started. All right, so first off, we got Guitar Tricks. Now, what I like about this particular website is that the platform pretty much has everything laid out in a certain particular order so that it's easy to find, particularly if you are a beginner or even an advanced and intermediate player. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. All right, so when you first log on, they got a getting started, like you never used a platform. It gives you overall video instructions on how to use their platform, right? And then when you go to the home page, you got some headings here. You got beginner lessons, experience lessons. If you want to just learn about songs, you can pick those out. And if you want to learn a particular style of guitar, whether it's acoustic or metal or rock or blues, you can delve in there. And one thing I like to point out, those are the different guitar styles, is also on their YouTube channel, which I'm sure people have been to before. They do weekly online streams on particular aspects of guitar training, whether it's learning how to better solo or how to write riffs, or about the certain topics such as the key system. All right, so let's take a look at it as if you were a beginner. beginner video that goes over the detailed instructions. But what I really like is this, the core learning path. So if you're brand new, this is where you want to go. Guitar fundamentals, they got a level 1, level 2. And there you branch out into the different styles that may appeal to you more down the road. You got blues, and they break that down into different levels too. Blues level 1, blues level 2, country style, rock style, and acoustic style. And then if you go back to the home screen, if you want to learn a little bit below, you can get into it here. Well, if you go down further, they get into some particular techniques. This is what I particularly like, is artist studies. If you want to learn about a particular artist, such as Randy Rhoads, or Eric Clapton, B.B. King, or my favorite, George Lynch, they'll go into different styles of different artists. So I kind of found that interesting. They go over techniques, right? How to bend your strings, alternate picking, finger picking, hammer-ons and pull-offs, hybrid picking, left hand, palm muting, slapping, different aspects of that. Strumming basics, boom chick, sweep picking. There's a whole variety of techniques in there. Okay, then they got styles. Now here are the different styles again. You got acoustic. This will go into more like finger style, Travis picking, from the beginner level all the way up to the experience and intermediate and advanced levels. Okay, then they got classical guitar, whole bunch of different lessons there from beginner to advanced. I just noticed that I may actually start picking up. They got jazz, metal, rock, world, surf music, funk, soul, blues, and rockabilly. Again, they got a whole bunch of courses here. And let's say you log in and you want to go back to where your last lesson was. You can check out. All right, so let's say you want to find out where your last lesson was. They have a tab there to go to your lessons. Okay. If you want to track your progress, they got a progress right here to show all the lessons that you have taken, which ones you completed. You can even mark them as favorites. And what's also pretty interesting, which Truefire doesn't offer, I guess we'll talk about that when I get to the seconds. They got different types of tools. They got a metronome. They got a jam section, so you can jam to different songs, right? Just to give you an example. If you want to just jam, have back-to-back tracks, they got that. They got a scale finder, a chord finder, fretboard trainer, chord charts, and more. And you can even book online lessons if you want to. Here's a list of the instructors. If there's a particular instructor you like, you can book an online lesson with them. Okay. Now, one of the reasons I went with Guitar Tricks is because I like their method of teaching. I like the fact that there's an organized path that you can take to learn a particular style of guitar, or even if a beginner from just starting out learning guitar, even in advance. I also found that the artist, learning about different types of artists and what type of gears to use, and they even give you particular methods of learning how to play in a style. Like for instance, for George Lynch, they went into like how he particularly solos and what kind of chords he likes and the type of gear he uses in a particular sound that he tries to get with his guitar tone. And another cool feature that I think separates this, I think Truefire just started doing this, but I think you have to purchase them individually, if I'm not mistaken, is that they got songs. We got anywhere from AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, and particularly my favorite are some dokken songs they got in here. You can break them out into styles of music or particular artists. Okay, so that's the particular overview of guitar tricks. Now for Truefire, what I like about Truefire is that you can, if there's a particular technique, even though guitar tricks may have lessons on it, they're not in depth. And there may be just like a couple of videos on it. Whereas where you go on Truefire, they really go into depth. And they have a wide variety of instructors on here. Like this one, Jeffrey McLaren, he's got his own YouTube channel. He even had the guy from they have a whole bunch. Sophia Lloyd, she's got a YouTube channel. Let me see. Wait, I'm sorry. I know I saw her in here. I saw her. Maybe you got to do under artists. Anyway, they got a whole bunch of artists in there. But again, they really break down the techniques, and they go over different types of styles, just like you go with Truefire. Let's see if I can find her. Yeah, Sophie Lloyd. That's Sophia Lloyd. Yeah, she's on there. Tim Pierce is on there. He's another YouTube guitarist. So you got a whole bunch of well-known musicians that actually took the time to list their courses, put together courses and sell them from Truefire. Now, you can get all online access, like if I think it's normally like $250. I'm trying to see if I can find that how it is normally. Here it is. All right, if you want to do $20 a month, annual, it's $179 a year. That's the sale now. It's normally $249. Now, Guitar Tricks, I think, is roughly about the same price. I got it for $99. Every once in a while, if you subscribe to their email list, they'll hit you up with a particularly great deal. So I paid $99, which, as you know, most guitar teachers charge $30 to $40 for a half hour. Here, you get a whole slew of lessons for either platform for either $99, or if you're paying the full amount, $250. Now, what makes another feature that Truefire has, other than Guitar Tricks, is once in a while you get these great deals that, you know, if you're on their email list, they'll email it to you. Like sometimes you can get 5 courses for $25, and or you just get 20% off. But I'm actually going to add her to my course thing. Whatchamacallit? So you can get like a whole slew of courses for pretty much nothing. And you could take a look, like here, if you want, I'll show you the list of courses I took that I purchased, right? Here's the real reason why I chose Truefire. Again, even though Guitar Tricks has lessons on, let's say, legato, alternate picking, they don't have, I would say, training courses that provide you with a set of drills. I mean, they do have some. Where's it here? I saw it here. I saw it somewhere here. Toolbox, where they had some kind of, I can't find it now. experience lessons. Maybe they have, yeah, some practice sessions here, some warm-up exercises and so forth. But they're not as detailed as, let's say, the ones on Truefire. So again, like one of the reasons why I went with these online platforms is at the beginning of the year, I wanted to improve certain skills so I could get better at guitar. One of them would be legato, right? So I took this guy, Chris Boona's guitar gym course with hammer-ons and pull-offs, and he's got other ones called tapping workouts, hybrid picking, alternate picking, sweep picking. I haven't gone through all of them yet because I'm still working on some other ones, but I'm taking them one at a time. But like I said, I purchased, I think, 4 or 5 of these for like 20 or 25 bucks. It was a great steal. But the point being is he actually has a workouts. You know, I think there's like 4 levels, and each level's got 3 or 4 workouts where he goes through the technique with you. You know, how to do legato, how to hide alternate pick, and so forth. And the one other thing that I like about it is that once you purchase the course, unlike Guitar Tricks, I own these courses for life. And both platforms allow you, I also want to mention, both platforms allow you to download the lessons and play them through an offload client. I haven't done that yet, so I won't demonstrate it. But again, these lessons, once you purchase them, you get to keep them forever. Now, unlike Guitar Tricks, right? It's hard to figure out how to progress if you're a beginner. Like they got some categories where it says beginners, but it's not like a true path. Like let's say you start here and let's go back here. Compared to Guitar Tricks where they got a whole learning path to go through before you get into the particular styles. Here, when you go to Truefire, here's the beginner courses, but then you got a whole slew of topics to choose from. Double stops, boogie, scales, you know, beginning blues. I mean, they got some stuff, but it's really hard to navigate around. So what I pretty much do with Truefire is when I get an email about a sale, if there's a particular topic or a particular instructor that I want to follow, I'll look. Once I get the email for the sale, I'll go here, I'll search up the courses or a particular style or a particular instructor, and then buy the course. Okay. For Guitar Tricks, if there's a particular song I want to learn or a particular style, I'll go here because they got the learning path, you know, all laid out, you know, like here for blues, you know, more blue lessons, but more importantly, like I showed here, with the path, it's all laid out for you. But if you want to get into particulars, then I would go with Truefire. And there are tons of courses on here. Again, you can get a deal, you know, for having annual access to all of it, or you can buy the individual courses, which is more my preference. Because I don't know about you, sometimes I can go weeks without actually being disciplined enough to watch the videos. So I prefer to buy it and own it forever. And then I could say, all right, this month I'm going to focus on legato. Next month I'm going to focus on finger tapping. Next month I'm going to focus on strumming for acoustic guitar and so forth. But that time period may be spread out. Whereas with Guitar Tricks, if you want to get it all in before your annual dues are up for the next year. Now, if you don't mind paying $100 a year, then, you know, keep at it, or whatever the renewal rate is, then that's fine. I prefer just to buy it and own it. Okay. So, again, my opinion is that if you're a beginning guitar and you know, don't have time for guitar lessons, or you don't have the money to pay $30, $40 an hour, you know, you can go to the YouTube, but I mean, if you just want to learn particular songs, but if you're starting from scratch, I highly recommend Guitar Tricks. Again, just so everybody knows, I'm gonna be out in front. None of these online platforms are paying for this video. These are just my honest opinions. I would recommend Guitar Tricks if you want a straightforward path of learning how to play guitar or learn a particular style of guitar, because they got those learning paths. If you are a more experienced guitar player, you know, like intermediate guitar player, and you're just learning, I mean, if you just want to learn a particular technique or get better at it, like let's say you're decent at chords, maybe even know some bar chords, but you're having trouble improvising your guitar solos, I would go with Truefire. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of video lessons that they got on there on just soloing. I mean, sure, you can search YouTube. You know, I do it all the time. I'm sure everybody else does it. But I honestly think it's better to have a method of learning on how to learn a particular topic. And those are just my honest opinions. All right, guys. Hope you liked this video. Again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. This video is a thumbs up. It's really appreciated. And if you can, just check out the website and other videos that I have laid out in the description below. Again, my website is ritortofamilybooks.com. It's a whole bunch of books that me and my daughter have written. You can check it out in the links below. I also got links to my other podcasts and YouTube channels that I have that I think you guys may be interested in. And that's it. So I hope you find this information useful. And don't forget, guys, keep on rocking.